talking about the best gifts ever for homeschooling moms. To start with, I thought I'd start small and then go in no particular order. One thing I think every mom can use is a travel mug. And the reason is not so much because we travel, though we do, from co-op events to playgroups to whatever museums we're going to. It's because we have a lot of children and they require our attention all the time. And when I would make a cup of coffee and keep it in my coffee mug, or a cup of tea and keep it in my tea cup for a while, I would find myself having to microwave that cup of tea or cup of coffee over and over and over again throughout the day because the children would not leave me alone. So I think that getting a really good travel mug, something that works better than you could ever imagine, is imperative. This particular one I can recommend. It's by Contigo. I picked it up, I believe, at Target, and it has an auto seal, which is really nice because this does not, there is tea in here, and this does not drip at all, not even a single drip. And it keeps tea warm for almost too long. That's how good it is. So when I fill it up in the morning, I actually let it sit out on the counter, open for a while, just steaming, and then at least for like 5 or 10 minutes. And then when we're about to get in the car, that's when I close it and take it on a trip. And it keeps things hot for, I would say, a good, piping hot for a good hour, and totally hot enough to drink comfortably for at least 2 hours, and warm for 3 or 4. It's a little bit frightening how effective this cup is, but Contigo, the auto seal, is amazing. It's super easy to wash. It's dishwasher friendly. Highly recommended. My next favorite is something you might have already gotten, but bears repeating. If you can get a really nice robe for a homeschooling mom, it would be hugely appreciated because I don't always like to get dressed. I think that's one of the best things about homeschooling. You can actually stay in your pajamas, just like your children. And I really like the robe because let's say the UPS guy or the FedEx guy comes to the door, then I don't have to quite be in full pajamas. I can be semi-dressed or look like I'm about to get dressed, or I stepped out of the shower, or something else other than I'm just really, really, really tired today. Or I just feel like having a pajama day, which I feel like having once a week, probably, if I'm gonna be honest. This robe was given to me by my mother. I kind of look like Grimace in it because it's that exact shade of purple that, you know, Grimace from the old McDonald's commercials had. But I love it. It's floor length. It's super soft. It's just fleece. But I've worn it for, I would say, a good, conservatively, I'm hugging it now, conservatively like 7 years. Definitely older than my children. It's in perfect condition. Well, you know, perfect meaning it's survived breastfeeding babies and throwing up babies and everything else. But I love it, and it's my Linus blanket. And if you want to give the homeschooling mom in your life, a Linus blanket that she will love, I recommend a nice high quality robe. The next favorite I have is A Gracious Space by Julie Bogart. If you have not watched Julie Bogart's videos on YouTube or on Periscope or looked into bravewriter.com, you are missing out. I heard about this just randomly online, and I believe Two Wildflowers posted a video on Julie Bogart, and that reminded me to look into her. And she has started posting her Periscopes on YouTube, and I'll post the link down below. But she's also written, I believe, 4 books for the 4 seasons on just reflections for a homeschooling mom. This is the first one I've ever read. It's the winter edition. I just bought it a few months ago, and I have loved it. And she has Periscopes that are now on YouTube that kind of go through her thinking as she wrote these chapters, and she'll read a passage from them and discuss, you know, what she meant and how it impacted her life and how her children are doing now, and just her reflections on the whole topic. And I find her voice so calming, and as a homeschooling mom of, I believe, 5 children who are all in their late teens or early 20s, I consider her like someone who is a veteran who has succeeded in this journey. And she has such a calming way of presenting homeschooling, the adventure, the trepidation, the joys, the highs, the lows, etc. But you should just check her out because I'm sure she does a better job of explaining all that than I do. The next favorite I have are perfumes, and they are Bond number 9 perfumes. All the bottles look like this, if you can see. They're all vaguely star-shaped. These are just 2 that I have. I don't buy any other perfume anymore because that's how loyal I am and how much I love them. And just to let you know, so this, for example, is one of my favorites. It's Chinatown. And this is the smaller size, and if you can see the difference, this is the larger size. They are quite expensive. Even the smaller size is, I believe, over $130. But they are a wonderful gift. This I bought for myself. This was the first one I ever bought when I got married, and this was the fragrance I wore at my wedding. That was almost 10 years ago, and I still have just a little bit left. And I don't know, they make perfumes the old-fashioned way, and I don't know exactly what that entails, but I will tell you this perfume that's 10 years old is still going strong, and it doesn't have any kind of alcoholic like scent or like, you know how some perfumes, like after they're a few years old, all you smell is alcohol after a couple of minutes. This still smells exactly the same as the day I bought it, if that says anything about the price. And oh, so this side is white and this side is pink, just FYI. This is Nuits de Noho. It is a jasmine-based scent. It's gorgeous, and it's my go-to date night fragrance. But again, just like Chinatown, it has lasted beyond reckoning. I mean, I always found myself picking up Bond number 9 perfumes, and so I just don't buy other perfumes anymore. And they have a really nice feature that if you sign up with them, when you buy the perfume, they'll send you deals where periodically, about once or twice a year, you can bring in an empty bottle. They will refill the bottle for you and with a purchase of another perfume. So basically you get a 2-for-1. So that takes the price of the perfume down to a regular perfume, and you're getting a really high quality product. My next favorite is a Kate Spade bag. This is a pretty large quilted bag. Kate Spade is another site that you should sign up on immediately. If you are the gift giver or the giftee, the wannabe giftee, because they have 75% off sales. I know, right? Who knows about these things? So Kate Spade periodically has 75% off sales, and they'll send you an email alert, and it generally runs for less than 24 hours. But you get brand new bags, not like old clearance rack bags, but brand new bags that are in their current lineup for 75% off. If you get a purse for a homeschooling mom, please remember to get a large one. So if you can see, this is quite large. It just fits my laptop in here, if you can believe it. But you can fit diapers in here, bottles, planners, you know, magazines, whatnot, you know, food. So I really like it. It's very soft and lightweight and pretty structured, but collapsible, which I like. I don't like the very fancy structured bags, especially when I have to whip out diapers from them, because it just looks pretentious. And then my last, well, I guess I shouldn't say last, because I have one more like ultimate wish list gift after that. My last reasonable gift is this book, which I cannot recommend highly enough. It is the Daily Greatness Parents Journal, and it is a practical guide for raising conscious kids and creating a happy home. So you can see the appeal for me at Project Happy Home. But it was, the foreword is by Dr. Spari, who wrote A Conscious Parent, which is a wonderful read if you haven't read it. And it goes through, I think I'm going to do a full review of this book because I like it so much, but it goes through and it's basically a daily guide to reflect on your day with your children. And the way it's set up is that in the morning, as you take your own quiet time, you set out a path or a reflection for yourself of how you want the day to go and how you want to parent that day. And you set that intention in your heart. And as you go on, at the end of the day, you reflect upon that day and what successes did you have and what could you have done better and what were your great joys that day, what were your challenges that day. And then every 90 days, they have a 90-day review as well as a 90-day plan for the next 3 months. And then they have a yearly review at the end. The book is also sprinkled throughout with inspirational quotes and these beautiful watercolor graphics. I am so excited to use this for next year, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is, again, the Daily Parenting, or the Daily Greatness Parents Journal, and it's made by the Daily Greatness Journal Company. So check that out if you haven't already. My last gift is the ultimate wish gift, the one that's hardest to achieve in one way, and I think that for me that would be an entire day off. I mean, from sun up to sundown, and I wouldn't be completely forthcoming if I didn't say that I think I am the biggest impediment to that gift, especially if my husband wanted to give it to me, because I have the tendency, like so many moms, to remember all the little things that have to be done and to really, really miss my children. And so no matter how frazzled I am or how tired or how much I really do require a day to recuperate, I have this tendency to say, no, but you know, they wanted to go see this park, or they wanted to go do this, and I don't want to miss seeing them do this, and I want to do that, and I want to get them breakfast. And I think that's all great. But I think it is important every now and then to quell that urge and let someone give you that gift of free time. And so my ultimate wish list gift would be to wake up in bed alone without anyone snuggling me like a baby or two, and just stay there for as long as I wanted. Literally, just stay there and maybe have breakfast in bed or not. You know, I can get up and get breakfast myself so long as I don't have to run into anyone who asks me to get them something. And, you know, have an entire day to do whatever I wanted at whatever pace, and then go to bed again. And maybe read quietly and not be too tired, and not like think, oh, I have to do this or anything. Just do whatever I want. Stay inside, go outside, whatever. So that is my dream gift, and I should do better at letting my husband give something like that to me. So those are my ultimate gifts that I think you guys should think about for your homeschooling moms this season. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, I hope you have a great day and happy holidays. As usual, I forgot to say the most important thing. Like I said, this was a collab with Michelle from A Common Life. If you haven't checked out her channel yet, you definitely should. She has a wonderful channel. I love it. I have a total mom crush on her, and she has great videos on product reviews as well as day in the lives, and she has 5 kids, so she knows what she's talking about. I will link her channel in her video down below, so definitely check it out and subscribe to her channel if you haven't. And don't forget to subscribe to mine too, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays again.